not gonna lie, I'm mildly shook at the cards that came out today, and I'm super excited. I'm super, super excited to tell you why. Okay, so if you can see, the first card that jumped out, I grabbed my cards, and I haven't done a reading in like a week or so. Probably even more than that. I don't think I've done a reading since I've been back from Jam Cruise, because that was so much work and energy. I haven't even done readings for myself. So today, when I was just like, okay, ready for some answers, ready to tune in, ready to receive, what do you got for me? I'm so excited, because this is going to be something that you get to look into, and that you get to like learn something new today, because the majority of people don't know who one of these people is. So I'm super excited for you guys to like learn about this person, and it's just awesome. Okay, so first, of course, I grabbed my Ascended Master cards, and I usually don't use them just because Doreen Virtue made them, and there's a lot of like just like weird energy around the cards, like collectively, because Doreen's like walking the path of Jesus now, and is like denouncing everything that she did before. So I still like the cards for what they are. Like, they were made with the intention of love and to connect you to the Ascended Masters. So just because that person went off to do something else, the vibration of the actual creation doesn't change. So I like to still use these cards under that aspect. I don't really attribute them to Doreen anymore. I'm just like, okay, I'm going to work with these cards now. And not to say anything bad about Jesus, like, you know, praise him if it's your game, for sure. So Archangel Michael came out, and that's universal across all teachings. Like, Archangel Michael is the Archangel. He is the Archangel. He's the one. Like, they're all awesome. They're all amazing, but Michael is the one. And he's said to have a rainbow, like a golden rainbow sword that just cuts the cords from your life, cuts the things that you don't need. But as always, and as said in the podcast, in the episode about angels, Metaphysical AF, you have to call upon them by name and ask them specifically for what you want. So you kind of have to like have conversations with yourself but talk to angels, talk to the angels, call them by name, and see how things show up for you. It's fucking cool. Just do it. Just try. And if you think it's funny, that's perfect. Laugh your ass off, because they really have a sense of humor too. And because why wouldn't they? We're funny as fuck. Why wouldn't the angels be fucking hysterical? Right? Okay. So, and the message, I always just ask before I do a tarot reading, like, what do I need to know now? What do I need to know right now? What's the best thing for me to receive that I can utilize and really transmute and get to where I'm like wanting to be? And the message was, you can do it. And of course, like, you can do it. You can do it. Like, of course, I think of the water boy. But 100%, like, why you wouldn't come here if you couldn't do it. Your higher self knows, so you can stop worrying and let your mind relieve yourself of a stressful, anxious energy, and know that you can do it. That the power that you're looking for, the power that you're seeking, the answer you're trying to get, the other side of what it is you, and you can do it. How fucking awesome is that? Like, thank you, Archangel Michael. I feel like my like perception of Archangel Michael is like this amazing man who comes out with his like flaming sword and light, and is just like, listen, honey, you can do this. I'm gonna cut these cords off. Like, we don't do that anymore. This is how we're doing things now. Like, yeah. Archangel Michael was a person. This is a great thing to do. Visualize a person in your life that represents the form of an angel. And when you're talking, like someone who just gets you and just understands and is always there to say the right thing, and you don't feel judged or shameful or whatever, like, think of that person and do like an attribution where you're like, okay, well, this person is the most like Archangel Michael to me. So I'm going to speak to Archangel Michael, to the Archangel Michael in them. And then when you're talking to yourself and you're trying to get answers and signs from angels, because all the angels are everyone's, so like there's nothing for that. When that might be an easier way for some people to do it. I mean, that sounds great. The next card that came out, like, I started to shuffle the cards, and then this jumped out, and then all the other cards, like, it jumped out, and it's the only one that flipped face up, and then I dropped like 13 or 14 more of the cards, and was just like, okay, that's not how I wanted to shuffle. And then the only other card to flip over before I got control of the cards was Melchizedek. And Melchizedek's card talks about the spiritual law of attraction. And I literally just did this podcast episode about the universal laws, not just the law of attraction. So this is Melchizedek, and he is said to be the father of sacred geometry. Like, he's holding a tetrahedron in his hand, as it looks like light's coming through his hand. There's lightning in the background. Like, come on. I don't know, who's this? What's he doing? Angels. So if you listen to the latest episode of the podcast, part 1 and 2 of the universal laws of the universe, there is one of the laws, there's 12 immutable laws of the universe, and one of those laws is the law of attraction, but all the laws build on each other, and the law of attraction is like the 5th or 6th law, and the law of action is actually needed before you need the law of attraction. So people should learn the law of action before they actually even learn the law of attraction, because you are causing effects. So that goes more into that in the podcast episode, so go listen to that on Spotify and rate us on iTunes, because that's how more people can hear about the podcast and get their help. If I could help anybody, that's just fine. Like, that's the goal, is if it helps somebody, then it's great, because this is what's helping me. So, and then of course I draw an animal card, because I always draw an animal card. It's the staple of my deck. It's my favorite. They're my favorite energies and medicines to work with. So, oh, okay. Got the coyote. Plain and simple, don't trick yourself. And that song, with Jack White and Beyonce, where she's like, don't play me, you know, if you hurt me, you hurt yourself. Like, oh God, don't trick yourself. Don't be the coyote of your own life, is what this card medicine is. And I've gotten this card so many times. Like, maybe you've said too much, and you got some kind of trick in your life because of something. So like, the coyote gets run over by a steamroller and turns around to be like, was that a steamroller? Just to get run over again. So it's that type of energy in your life, which, it's very good. It's very good. Great animal medicine. So that's what came up today, and I am about to sit here and do a Kundalini meditation to clear out past life karma, and it is called, you like swoop your hands up and over, so you're cleansing your like auric field with your hands. I'm gonna Reiki my hands up. You know, I'm gonna call in the specific symbols that I want to call in, and then I'm gonna do this, and I probably will do it for like 7 or 8 minutes. There's a great YouTube video that I'll link down that I usually do it to. And yeah, so, and you say like, Waheguru, 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 Wahegio. And it's like a super powerful Kundalini chant. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to utilize this energy of the like waxing moon. We're coming into getting full, drinking lots of water. I'm going to drink my Suja fuel today. This is carrot, orange, pineapple, apple, lemon, and turmeric. And it's freaking delicious. And it's just fruit. So there's no added sweeteners. It's cold pressed, and it's just delicious. And yes, so thank you so much for watching this video. I'm gonna hit my tuning fork on my clear quartz that I have wrapped in a piece of copper, because copper is a conductor and helps the energy of the clear quartz vibrate even higher. So whenever you send out an intention into a crystal spirit and ask the crystal spirit to work with you, you're also sending out vibrations into the universe. So if you can amplify those, why not amplify those? So I've got my cinnamon, it's like a cinnamon candle holder made of bark from Barcelona that my boyfriend got me, and it's so wonderful. It's this home on earth, but how really, I love his higher self. That's so funny. Okay, and this has a bunch of rose quartz in it, so we're gonna